Oh, yeah, it's been a while. Let's make a home movie theater. You guessed it, we're back in the man cave game room area. And a lot of this stuff you guys have already seen. But what you haven't seen is what I've built behind me, which is my own home cinema. Guys, this thing is awesome. I've spent a lot of time and a lot of money. But don't worry. I've spent the money so that you guys don't have to show you exactly what works and what doesn't. I'm gonna show you everything that I've used, from the projector screen to the projector to the lighting. I'm gonna also give you 2 key tips that I found helpful for me, taking my home theater up one more level. If you're tired of having a boring movie night,
this is so boring.
Yeah, we don't want that. You are here because you want that cinema theater experience. And I'm gonna give you the visuals and sound, the tools and the tips to be able to achieve that without breaking the bank. So let's go. All right, so for me, my starting point was a projector screen. This one here is by Vivio Home. This is a 100-inch pull-down projector screen. Now, you can also find ones on Amazon where they are remote controlled, which is basically the fancier kind where you can just press the button, it goes up, press the button, it goes down. And if it's a really fancy one, you can have saved settings on there so that every time you drop it down, it will stay at the certain length. That way there's no need to recalibrate from the projector to the screen, just in case it's off by any chance. Now, what made me go with this pull down projector screen was simply because I didn't feel like continuously finding ways to hide my wiring. So I didn't mind a pull down. So I will say this as a tip: what helps me to avoid recalibrating every single time is that I have something below it that will give me that measuring. So every time I pull this projector down and it touches this TV stand, I know every time I'm at the same height. And no matter what movie I'm watching, I'm always going to get that full aspect ratio. Now, I found these ceiling hooks from my local Home Depot. And if you don't have a Home Depot close by and you have a Lowe's, it's okay, they sell the same thing. And they're about $4 or $5 a piece. And for me, this works with my setup because I have a TV mounted on the wall. But if you don't have anything, it's okay, because your screen will come with holes in the back of it so that you can drill into it and mount it to the wall, and you can have your setup like that. So to show you what I mean by a pull down, you simply just hold on to the latch and you drag it down. And by the time my hand hits here on this table, I know that I'm where I need to be. All right, so for the projector, I picked this up off of Amazon for about 60 bucks. This is by Uni. This is a mini projector. It has Wi-Fi 6, it has Bluetooth 5.0, and also comes with Android 11 out of the box. So this supports up to 4K 1080p, and in the back you can see that I have some configuration up there, but for the ports you have HDMI, aux, USB, and it comes with the power cord. Now in the back you have a speaker that you can play audio from, and it also comes with a fan just to keep it cool so that it's not overheating. Above you have a lens shift, which is basically you are able to turn left or right to adjust the lens, so that way when you're watching a movie there is no image distortion. Now one thing you're going to want to keep in mind is distance, because that is extremely important. You don't want to go out there and buy a massive screen and you're sitting directly right under it. So wherever you place your screen, you want to make sure that you have adequate seating position so that you're not sitting right underneath of it. And you also want to make sure that where your projector is going to be has enough distance to fulfill the size of that screen. So make sure that you keep all that in mind so that when you go buy this screen, you make sure that you have a good distance between where you're sitting, where your screen is, and where your projector will be. Now, I've turned my lights on real quick because I want to talk about this projector just a little bit more. And one of the things that I want to talk about is that how do we get sound from our sound system from this projector? We don't want to use the audio from the projector, and I've seen a lot of people do that, but in this case, and for the purpose of this video, that's not what we're going for. So you're going to need an audio extractor. And as you can see, I have everything wired up in between the vent and the beam, but an audio extractor is ultimately what you're going to need to be able to pull a 5.1.2 surround sound system. Now, I tried to get Dolby Atmos, so I bought the Ori 929 and I bought the Ori 927. Both of those are $100 a piece, and you don't need to go buy them because the YB-FET will solve this problem for 20 bucks. Now, what I have hooked up to the extractor is my projector, which is going to give me my image. I have my source, which is my Fire Stick, and for my choice of audio is an optical or Toslink cable. And I have that wired all the way through here, down there, all the way around to the back of the sound bar. Now, that is going to give you at least Dolby Digital, and it's way better than plain audio from your projector. So speaking of sound, right here I have my sound bar. This is a 5.1.2 sound system, and it comes with a wireless subwoofer. Now this thing right here is compatible with Dolby Atmos, Dolby Digital, and this is going to give you some really top-notch premium sound for a low cost. I did pick this up at Walmart for around 100 bucks, and this thing completely rocks this house. All right, so I want to stop you real quick. So if you are planning on building your own home movie theater, or you have a dedicated room that you want to convert into a movie theater, then ultimately this video isn't for you. This video is for people who have open space in their house that they just want to get a little creative with. So if you have a living room or family room or just an open space like I do, and you want to create a movie theater vibe, then this is for you. And ultimately, with the sound system, a lot of people, they have a tendency where they always need the top of the line stuff. But for me, I'm doing just fine with this sound bar and it works. But what really helps amplify that sound, and which takes me to my first key point, is treating the room. And what I mean by that is buying yourself some acoustic panels to hang up all along the wall to help condense that sound, so that way when you're sitting and you're watching your movie, all the noise that you hear is condensed in that small area. All right, so we're going to go ahead and fire up this projector real quick. All right, so this projector comes with some preloaded apps. You have Netflix, YouTube, App Store, files, settings, application, and we'll get to HDMI in just a minute. But most importantly, you're going to want to go to settings, because if this is your first time using this projector, it may be delayed on some updates. First things first, projection settings, keystone correction. Turn auto keystone off, because you want to manually be able to adjust your screen appropriately. So you just click on that and you just channel from corner to corner, bringing all the angles in so that it fits your screen. Go to projection mode. So if your projector is flipped in any other type of direction, you want to make sure that you rotate it here on the screen so that everything is showing accurately. And screen zoom is you can just maximize or minimize your screen. But if you were to go to settings, you're only going to get two options. It's going to be application settings and factory reset. So you're going to want to get developer opinions and advanced settings, mainly advanced settings, because that's what's going to help us control the brightness and so forth. So in order to get that, you need to take your projector and put it into developer mode. So go to About Device, and once you go here, you're going to want to click on your remote a couple times really fast, and at the bottom you'll see it pops up developer mode. Once that turns on, go to other settings, and now you have advanced settings. In advanced settings, you can play around with a lot of new features that the projector just doesn't want you to do, but these are the things that we need to get the most from this projector. Most importantly, display and sound. So because we have digital, you're going to want to make sure that output is to digital, and because the picture quality, we want to be having it in our control. So backlight, contrast, brightness, sharpness, color, and tint, these are all important, and adjust them however you please. But nonetheless, these are the things that you will need when you're trying to play a movie and get the best quality possible. So when we got this house, I love the open concept that when you walk in, you can see upstairs, you can see downstairs. But when it comes to watching and enjoying a movie on the big screen, it wasn't really ideal, because all the light from upstairs and shining through the door will completely wash out my image. So I found these blackout acoustic curtains on Amazon that you can mount to your ceiling, and all you have to do is just slide it right on out like so, and now all that light is gone. So no matter what time of day it is, it's always pitch black, and you can always enjoy a movie on the screen. Also, if you have hardwood floors like I do, buying a huge rug definitely makes a difference when it comes to playing audio from your sound system. And it really helps, along with the acoustic panels, condense that sound and really soak all of it up, so that way nothing is really escaping this area. All right, so you have your projector screen, you have your projector mounted, everything's good to go. Now you just need some seating. So you can use a couch, chairs, whatever you want to use, just make it comfortable. For me, in my theater, I went with a company called Williander. And these seats right here are from their luxury lineup. And when I tell you guys, these chairs are so freaking comfortable. So each chair comes equipped with USB or USB Type-C charging, which comes in handy if you're charging your phone or if you're playing the game and your controller is dying. The first button here turns on and off the LED lights for the cup holder and underneath. The next button is if you want to recline your chair. The other button is to bring it back. And the very last button is for the headrest. You can adjust it to go up or you can adjust it to come down. The cup holders are a great size. You can fit pretty much whatever cup you want in there. And last but not least, each chair comes equipped with its own swivel tray. So you can pull it around, put your snacks, popcorn, whatever on it. And if you can't reach your cup holder, it has a secret cup holder compartment underneath of the swivel tray. So creating your own home movie theater has been a journey, and it has been nothing but ups and downs, but overall, what's life without challenges? So obstacles that have come in my way, I've knocked them down, and I have been able to break through with achieving my own home movie theater. And I never imagined this, but it's not that expensive. Anybody can afford this. Anybody can do this. Another tip, get yourself some lighting. You can get some Govee lights, some LED strips, whatever. Create that ambiance. Also, get yourself some movie posters because you really want to sell to people when they come over that you're not just in a home, you're in a movie theater and you really want to give them that experience. So check this out. These are plaques that I got off of Etsy from a company called Sign. And what that is going to tell you when you come over, these are the things that you're going to experience when you are in my home theater. Guys, it has been a journey. It has been a year, and I still thank you for everyone who has still subscribed to me. And if you haven't, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the channel. And if you like this video, please smash that like button. And until next year, guys, Happy New Year. Peace.